Today was supposed to be my wedding day with the girl I love deeply, but I chose to run away from it.
He's not coming.
Josie couldn't believe I'd abandoned her at a time like this. Years later, I became a music superstar, adored by countless people. One day, after a one-night stand with a fan, she stepped on my beat-up phone. I panicked instantly and tried to stop her, but the phone was already broken. I hurried out to get it fixed, not caring at all even as fans and paparazzi chased after me. I burst into a phone shop and shouted that I'd give $10,000 to anyone who could repair my phone. The shopkeeper offered to give me a brand new latest model for free in exchange for an autograph, but I refused. I only wanted my old phone. When the phone was fixed and I heard the familiar voicemail message, I finally felt at ease. When I got home, I learned that my childhood best friend had died in a car accident. Despite having a performance coming up, I went straight back to my hometown. I didn't know how to face the people I'd abandoned, so I could only grieve for my friend in silence, staying far away from the crowd. I was lost in my sorrow when Josie suddenly ran over. I froze on the spot, but she just shot me a cold glance, took a little girl by the hand, and left without looking back. After the memorial, Josie came up to me on her own and punched me hard. With that sudden departure all those years ago, I had already broken the hearts of everyone in the town. Seeing the garden my mother left behind neglected, I decided to stay in the town for a while. I walked into a small shop and found that the cashier was my high school classmate. When I asked her about Josie, she threw me out of the shop at once. I was resting on a street corner when I saw Josie again. She owned a flower shop, and I couldn't help walking in. A customer in the shop saw me and called me an idiot to my face. For 8 years, no one in the town had told anyone outside that this was my hometown. Because I'd abandoned everyone back then, and I no longer belonged here. Just then, Josie's daughter came back. Josie panicked instantly and tried to send her away. But the little girl said she knew me and that her mom listened to my songs sometimes. Josie hurried to explain it was a misunderstanding. Yet the little girl's face looked so familiar to me. When I found out her name was Billy, I couldn't help asking her how old she was. The little girl said she was 7. I was utterly shocked. Billy was the name of my late mother, and she'd been born exactly the year I left without a word. I realized in an instant Billy was my daughter. With the secret out, Josie told me the truth. After I abandoned her all those years ago, she found out she was pregnant with Billy. She tried to tell me many times, but I'd sent all her calls straight to voicemail. From that day on, she'd sworn never to let me disturb her and Billy's life again. I couldn't accept any of this. Josie's brother threw me out of the flower shop. I stormed off to find my father and demanded to know why he'd never told me. I had a daughter. My father looked at me, his voice calm and tired, and said he had told me. It turned out that after I left without a word, he'd gone all the way to my first ever performance, hoping to tell me in person that I was going to have a daughter, only to be thrown out by the security guards, who thought he was a liar.